Everyone in my class had questions about the Air and Space Museum. Will they have moon rocks? Maria bounced in her bus seat. And spacesuits? Geraldo added. What about bathrooms? Jason asked. I want to see how an astronaut goes potty. While the bus parked in front of a big building, our teacher, Mrs. Blaine, stood up to repeat the same field trip rules we'd heard 5 times back at Starwood Elementary. Then she pointed at Maria's mom, who had come along to help keep an eye on us. If you're not with me or Mrs. Santos, you are not where you're supposed to be. Understand? We do. Hamza jumped up from his seat. Let's go. Mrs. Blaine laughed and waved us on. I'm glad you're so excited. As we rushed up the steps, my feet tingled inside my super-powered purple sneakers. I wanted to zoom all over the museum with my Zapato Power. But I had to be careful about using my super speed. Mrs. Blaine had said to stay with the class or else. I wasn't sure what or else meant, but Mrs. Blaine made it sound like something I did not want to find out. Look up, Freddie, Geraldo shouted. Airplanes were hanging over our heads. I stopped in my tracks like I was stuck to the floor. I'd never seen a museum like this. Are you by yourself? A security guard tapped me on the shoulder. Children should always be in the company of an adult. Oops! My class was clear across the hall, standing around Mrs. Blaine and Mrs. Santos. I touched a button on the purple wristband I always wear. Zoom! Zoom! Zapato! With my super zapatos, I could run 90 miles an hour in a cloud of invisible smoke. I could also jump really high and hear things from far away. Zoom! Zoom! Zapato! Mrs. Blaine had her finger out counting heads. I snuck into the group just as she got to 24, the number of kids in my class. Read the signs, Mrs. Blaine said as she led us into a room with spacesuits and space food and panels with dials. Learn about the wonders of technology. I thought about my friend, Mr. Vaslov. He was a scientist who made inventions, including my superpowered sneakers. Mr. Vaslov would love seeing all these machines. I wondered if he had ever been here. Then Jason started jumping up and down. There it is! A space toilet! He called. I went over with Geraldo and Maria to see. The space toilet had bars and foot straps. Astronauts had to wear seatbelts to do their business. Ew, Geraldo said. Maria whistled. It's big. 2 guards with walkie-talkies and worried faces came into the room. That took my attention away from the space potty. Ever since I got my Zapato Power sneakers, I've tried to be a superhero. That means always being on the lookout for hero jobs. I rubbed the buttons on my wristband to turn on my super hearing. We've scanned the floor, the taller guard said. No sign of the little boy. It's been 20 minutes, the shorter one said. The mother is frantic. A boy was lost in a big museum. He needed help, and I wanted to be a hero.